Shop merch at highlyandspoken.printify.me.
Go grab yourselves.
Well, this is a fucking love show. We ain't fucking over here talking about love, bro.
Well, y'all go. I can't see shit.
That's middle school is the stupid shit. And then when you get to high school, you just do a lot of dumb shit. So like you're sleeping, it comes up and
It gets you feet for first off, if you don't wake up, you deserve to die.
this one is a little different. Look, we're getting different with it, you know. This gentleman, you probably seen him on the news. If you got kids and they play basketball and they want to be good at basketball, they probably went to his camps before. He's done a lot of free basketball camps, and he just did a. Did you just
3-on-3 league?
A 3-on-3 league? But since you heard him, shout out to my man, DJ Shouse. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm wonderful, man. I'm blessed. Happy to be here, man.
Thank you
Happy
for
to,
coming. Thank you.
know,
Let me add. A bestseller as well. We got a book collection going. It's crazy.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the support. I appreciate
Yes,
the love everybody's giving to the Benny and Britney movement, man. Definitely is something that took me by storm, honestly, man. I didn't, some of this stuff, man, just isn't planned. It just falls on your lap, man, and you work on it. And I'm a type of person that I'm not scared to fail. I'm not scared to try new things. As a businessman, but as also a man with integrity, I always got two sides to things.
Yeah.
Is this going to be helpful, and is this beneficial to business? I try to stay in that little gray area. But appreciate y'all though, man. Thanks for having me here, man. This is a beautiful setup, man. I'm a fan. I've watched a few episodes, man, and just to be here live, man. Mama, we made it.
Welcome back to another episode of the Highlands.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
Podcast where we sit down and talk about anything, everything.
And all things.
I'm your
Holy
host, Dylan
shit.
Gordon, a.k.a. Deal With Me, on all major platforms, sitting here with our other host, B. Low.
Yo,
And our special guest, DJ Shouse.
appreciate you, dog.
Man, I got me real comfortable in here. I'm getting real cozy.
Yeah, bro, get comfortable,
Yes, sir,
bro.
yes,
That's
sir.
it's not like we're here to interrogate you or interview you or anything like that. It's
Not
just
at
a
all. Y'all
chill.
boys be kicking it, man.
It's just a chill
Hey, I be
conversation, bro.
laughing or something.
Like we're kind of shooting for what, like a Joe Rogan kind of podcast. Like we want to like get to know you, understand, like because
Yeah.
like I can't do no basketball training. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never trained no kids. I definitely don't got the patience for all that.
Hey,
When I was
be low.
out there, yo, you got some patience, man. It's crazy, and they look up to you. It's like it's real different and inspiring too, because it's like, yo, they're coming there, but they're having fun. But the second you like get serious, things
Oh
get
yeah,
serious,
facts,
you know?
man. Because it should be fun to work on what you love, and that's what people, I guess, don't understand. And you said something that actually triggered me, and this is what makes you ahead of a lot of people. You said, I can't get out there and train nobody in basketball.
I can't for sure.
It's a lot of people that can't do it that's trying to do it. That's the secret. It's a lot of people, man, that's trying to do it that can't do it. And I'm not saying that to speak down on anybody by any means, but if you talk to anybody, man, who seen me grow up or who grew up around me, you knew I was going to be doing something like this in my life eventually. I've been playing ball since I was 3. I've always, and mind you, I came from a household that didn't force me to do anything. They supported whatever I wanted to do. I just told y'all I was a rapper for 2 days. But I also came from an honest household too.
Yeah.
My mama helped me understand, like, nah, this ain't it. But basketball's always been a passion of mine, man. I've always looked at it from a different lens. I've never looked at it from a sports lens. I've always looked at it from a life. And some of that has to do with some of the coaches, some of the people I've watched play growing up. Chris Buggs being one of them. Shout out to him, coach at Gary Westside. He was my coach here when I was in high school, and he used to say he used to be one of them coaches who used to come pick us up and, put that extra time with us, put us on the track, show us new things. And he used to say things like, you don't know it, but you're really building character. This is bigger than basketball. And, you don't understand that at 15, 16, but as you get older and you reflect on life, and I'm just happy and blessed to be able to give that to the new generation now. That's what it's about with me. Is I do want every single kid that has this dream to have the opportunity to go to school for free, because that's what I always tell them. I went to school for free. Yeah. We didn't have $45,000 a year. I was able to do that for free off of a game that I just decided to love and really care about, and didn't care about what people was think about me. I wanted to be better at this. This is what I want. And what a lot of people don't know is my dad never even wanted me to hoop, and I come from a basketball family. He wanted me to keep golfing. I was a really good golfer at an early age. I'm talking about I was out there.
You still be golfing?
I got trophies. Nah, man, listen. I swung a club for the first time a couple of weeks ago in about 3 or 4 years, and I felt good. I was just on, the driving range, but I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, man, I can get back out there. But it did feel good. I was off balance. Obviously, my pops, he was talking crazy. You off balance. You look terrible. All that, man.
I've always wanted to get into golfing. It's just I never I don't know. I don't
It's
feel
really therapeutic, man.
Yeah,
It's really.
everybody tells me that.
The reason why I'm starting to do it is because I'm trying to look for different things that aren't so on my free time. I'm trying to look for new hobbies that don't have to do with working out. Yeah. I'm trying to take less stress off my body lately. So, I'm trying to get back into golfing. I just gotta find the time for it.
For real.
You really gotta want to do it.
Yeah, for real, man. But no, man, I just basketball to me has always just been a life lessons. I've just always just loved the sport. I've always, and again, I don't know why. This is just how God made me. Honestly, it is, man. Terre Haute's just one of them places, man, where we weird about support. We really, really, really weird about support, man. I was out there at that the opening of the Larry Bird Museum.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna talk about too.
Dog, that mug was packed.
Packed,
That
bro.
mug was packed. Was empty in 45 minutes.
That was a dope
Larry Bird
event,
said
though.
his speech. Goodbye, Terre.
That was a dope event, though.
And the folks got up out of there. But it's just man, I don't know why we kind of like that, man, but I wish it was better. And the reason why I do the things I do, the reason why I'm so happy to be on this podcast is because we got two locals, highly unspoken, doing a podcast right here, man. And, we got to support each other, man. In order for you to get ahead, man, we all got to use each other as stepping stools. I got this saying I always tell people, I meet you at the top. Yeah. That means, I don't know what path you taking, but I respect it. Yeah. And I know what you're doing. You're going to see me one day because you are working hard in your lane, and I'm working hard in my lane.
Absolutely.
And we're going to see each other at the top one day. And you know what I mean? So that's the same thing I'm telling y'all, man. I'll see y'all at the top for sure.
Definitely. Appreciate that, man. We trying, man. Like you said, it's a consistency thing, staying consistent with the.
Yeah.
Man, we've been grinding.
It's just, man, the thing about it is, where people mess up at is, they want quick results.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They want quick results. They want to win today.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
I tell kids when I'm training, this, again, goes into life. And that's the difference with my training, man. It's not just about, I'll get into that in a minute, but, excuse me. But I tell people all the time, yo, this stuff that we working on, you're not going to see no results tomorrow, next week, or next month. You might not see nothing for next year. Yeah. But eventually, you're going to see the results. It's all about what do you believe in? How do you feel? And it's a lot of people that got good ideas, man. I've ran into people that got good ideas, but they don't have patience. They and then like you got those people that they got a good idea and it's popping. It's popping for 2-3 weeks. It's popping for months, and then the next few months is you down
Yeah.
and they don't know what to do. Then they quit. It's like, dog, nah, you just got to figure out how to keep going. You got to how to stay up here. You was up here for 10 days.
Yeah.
Figure out how to get to 20 days. Like take it a day at a time. And it's okay to lose. Like you're not gonna win everything, but can you look yourself in the mirror and say you tried and gave it your all? That's where you know what I mean. Your pride need to be.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
You know, facts.
That's big facts. Yeah, man. So, how long have you been doing the training?
I probably been training for about I want to say maybe 8-9 years now. It ain't been 10 yet. I know that it's probably been a good 8-9.
But so you've probably watched like some kids actually go through their career. Like you've probably watched some kids go from high school
man,
and
I was-
graduate type thing.
I've seen some kids with legal enough to drink now. I'm like, what you doing? Like, I'm just looking like, man, like I'm getting old. I didn't even
I
realize.
see it all the time.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing to me, man. Honestly, because my whole thing is, I just want to have a positive impact. I don't care to be, you got people. The industry I am that I'm in, it's easy to be manipulated. You got a lot of people that you can go to Walmart right now and buy 10 basketballs and call yourself a trainer. So it's easy to be manipulated in the lane I'm in, but you won't ever hear me argue about who's the best because as a basketball player that I am to my core, I didn't start off as no trainer. I started off as a player. And so I understand, what a player needs and what a player wants at a high level, and my whole thing is I'm just happy as a trainer now to be part of your journey. I don't, you got people claiming that they're the best trainer, not understanding that it has nothing to do with your training, bro. It really doesn't. And for the real ones who know, they understand that trainers aren't really, like I tell kids all the time, you don't need me. It's a trend. You think this is what you want and need, but if you serious about your game and you serious about getting better, these drills that we working on, you're going to go home and do every day. You're going to do every single day at the park, outside. You're going to find a way if you're serious about your career or if you just want to be out here because it's cool to be out here, And at the end of the day, I tell them all the time, I can't put a jersey on for you. We're not working on moves. We're working on reactions. All I'm doing is helping you speed your reaction time up. That's it. I don't know if the team's going to go zone. I don't know how they're going to guard you off of screens. These are all things as a player you have to understand. And that's what these fake trainers don't understand. My fault. That's what these other trainers don't understand is you can show somebody drills every single day. If they don't understand in their brain how to process a game and dissect what the defense is doing, dissect what the offense is doing, your training don't mean nothing. Like, it really don't. Like, I've had kids that they've gotten better. I've had kids that haven't gotten better. I've had kids that try really hard. I had kids that don't try really hard, man. But it's all about how they feel and what they want. I'm just happy to be doing something positive. I'm happy to be in a position where I can, take my talents and knowledge for something that I love and not only turn it into a business before I'm 30 years old, but also be able to have a business that's beneficial. It's beneficial, man. It's healthy. It's good. It's positive. It's something that people, whether you go pro, college, overseas, you're going to remember it. Oh, yeah. It's going to have an impact on you. That's what I do it for. So yeah, man.
Yeah, you're helping a lot of these kids, bro. Like, it's definitely because stuff is crazy right now. Anyway, I mean, it's wild out there.
Hey man, I've been hearing some stuff. Man.
So the more these kids get off the streets right now, bro, it's not like it was when we were younger. I feel like it's nothing like when we were younger.
Yeah, man. I think the social media world to me the social media world is good and bad. Yeah. You know, you got people like yourselves, you got people like me. We can benefit off of social media for free advertisement for certain things. Believe it or not, during the pandemic, social media was my best friend. During the pandemic, I was blessed and able enough to be the only person with access to a gym and within like 250-mile radius. I was getting calls and clients from Chicago, everywhere. Like
That's what happens when you
Washington, Indiana, everywhere. Like people were just because they would just wanted their kids to just get some runs in, reps in. You know, we was able to keep it safe. We was able to do individuals and obey by the COVID laws.
That was a crazy time, man. That was such a crazy time.
You don't want no process.
Hey man, this
Man, they ain't worried about that shit.
man, hey man, I don't know.
So like,
Hey, I don't know because there's been some people. Hey,
Yeah, they be
there's been
saying
some
it's
stories
coming
out there.
back
Some
every
people,
day.
some people been getting arrested lately.
do you
man, know what I'm
think
saying?
do you think social media kind of like it highlights like individuals that really aren't as good like as individuals that are really good, or do you think it highlights? Because like when I think about like social media, like LeBron James kid, like Bronny Jr., he got way more highlight than a lot of other like players coming up with him. Like, do you think somebody that's coming from where we are, is social media something that they could probably utilize to get farther in the game, or is it something that it might like deter them from actually trying to be as good as they can be?
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, man. Social media can have its good and its bad. Like social media can be a bad influence to a person who is on that, but at the same time, I tell kids all the time, like, hey, you like to draw. You want to be a tattoo artist one day. Start putting some of your work. Create a social media page for that. You 13 years old. You don't have to have a business tomorrow, bro. But by the time you 16, 17, and you start thinking like that and graduation's getting closer, you might put yourself in a position where you never have to work again. Or not, no, let me rephrase that. You never have to work for nobody because this is the shorties. This is their thing. They want to be able to get money, but they don't understand that you have to work. I know CEOs, I know millionaires that they get up every single morning and they go to work and they work harder than everybody. And they have to do that to maintain their lifestyle, to maintain that yearly check that they get. I don't know lazy CEO. I don't know lazy millionaires. That's one thing, So I will say, yes, social media can benefit you. It can. It can manipulate some things, but the beautiful thing about it is, man, smoke is smoke. So you can put yourself in a position where you either get exposure or get exposed. That's why I really can't stand the AAU world. The AAU world is so fugazi now. It's nothing that I grew up on.
Yeah, when I played, it's so they got social media, so everybody's there taking videos and doing.
It's just it's too much cap, man. It's way too much cap, man.
It's not really hooping.
It's taking advantage of a lot of people. It's a good business moneymaker wise, but if we're talking
I bet
about
it's a moneymaker,
yeah, like you know what I mean. Not hating on them guys, but I'm saying like if we're talking about as far as like what benefit. This is what I've been telling kids lately, man. Forget AAU because you guys keep looking for AAU and y'all not getting no better. How about you just? When's the last time you took a whole summer and you just worked out every day? What if you just worked on the left side of the court all summer? You only in sixth grade. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be Steph Curry tomorrow. So what if you just worked on your whole left side for the whole summer, and then when you wanted to get some runs in, call your friends who's serious about basketball. Hey, come play 1-on-1 with me. Come play 3-on-3 with me. Let's organize our own open gyms. It's cheaper. Our parents ain't got to call off work on the weekends and get hotels. just to go play in the AAU tournament that's not beneficial to nobody, man. Like, you don't have to. I think that we're living in the day now where kids, social media has tricked them to thinking that I have to play AAU.
Yeah.
It's a lot of kids, man. Listen, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to stand on it. It's only about 2 kids I know just in Vigo County that need to play AAU as far as what AAU brings and what it benefits. Now, for the ones who are wondering, understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that these other kids that are playing AAU aren't good. I'm saying what AAU is actually meant for, its style of play and game, it's meant for a certain type of talent. It's not meant for everybody. It doesn't mean just because it's not meant for you that you still can't go to college and be a college player. AAU is just not meant for everybody. You got kids that are sitting on the bench on their school ball teams, but they're trying to play AAU. Bro, no. Work out all summer. Yeah. Work out. Get in shape. Get stronger. Get better. Like, that's what. See, when I was coming up, AAU was you only had maybe 1 kid from each school.
Yeah.
And then it just wasn't a lot of opportunity for AAU. But I was able to play for a local Terre Haute team. But I wanted to play for a bigger organization up in Indianapolis, Indiana Elite, right? And
they were good. Man, we played them all the time. We were so good.
I realized, I got to get better. But you got to think about what that did. I wanted to get on that level, so I went and worked harder. Yeah. There's just opportunities everywhere. So it defeats AAU kind of cripples the work ethic. Yeah. Because AAU back in the day meant something. Yeah. It meant something about that kid. Now you just got everybody walking around with AAU gear, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of got, like, I had an AAU organization, and I plan to get back in it, and probably going to go to the girls' side when I get back in it. I'm just waiting on I got some other things going on, but that's one of the reasons why I got out of it is because one thing about me is I am a basketball player to the core of me. I'm a basketball, and I respect the game. And one thing I do have is integrity for the game. Mm-hmm. And when I see that there's something that's not, I won't just do something just to say I'm doing it. Yeah. If this ain't going to benefit the kids, if this is looking raggedy, I'm not going to do this. Yeah. I'm just not. And that's one of the things that kind of got me out of it, man. And I don't like doing things. It's a lot of sucker behavior in the AAU world. It's almost like it's for anybody now. And think about me, man, I was raised to be a leader. I don't do things that I don't follow trends. Yeah. And once I seen that, like, anybody can do it, I kind of, like, got out of it. Yeah. You know, that's not what I do, you know.
See, when I played at AAU, I think there was just 3 teams. It was me, I was on the Titans, there was us, the Bulldogs.
Who coached that team? That sounds familiar.
Rob Vickers.
I remember Vic.
Yeah,
Vic
man, he was such a good. He
had that old man. Listen, that dude. I used to think dude was old, but he had the meanest in and out ever. I done seen him ruin some ankles.
He tied it to Casey Vickers, and Casey Vickers had the same.
Oh no, Casey nice too, man. Yeah. Shout out to Casey, man, for sure. Casey can go.
See, I hooped with them. That's why I played on Titans with all them, and then there was the Bulldogs and the Shockers, and it was kind of split up in between the schools, and that's really like because the Bulldogs and stuff, they all kind of went to Otter Creek. Shockers were at Honey Creek with him and stuff like that, and then Titans were like a mix between Wilson and St. Pat's.
Oh, okay.
Because we had, like, Pat Hart.
St. Pat's had some hoovers?
Yeah, Pat Hart went to St. Pat's.
Man, listen, I told you I was disconnected for a minute. All I know is when we see St. Pat's on this schedule.
Oh, I mean, yeah, those were good days.
It was highlight tape.
We were at Wilson. Them were good days when you were seeing St. Pat's on the schedule. You know what I mean?
I was a Sarah Scott kid, man. Man, I grew up, man. We honestly had the most talent. We just had zero discipline, and we didn't have Sarah Scott was so neglected, man. It was so neglected, man. Like, we didn't. And shout out to the ones that did try to help us, man. The Bobby Woods, the Wayne Malones, them like that, man. That was my coaches, man. There, but Man, when we had a lot of skillets, man. We had a lot of skillets. We was the first ones, man, to do the armband thing. When Iverson first came out with the sleeve, we all was on the football team. We had these orange socks, and by the time football season was over, we cut the sock off at the bottom and we put the sleeve on. Man, listen, man, we used to be out there like, man, ghetto fabulous, man. And then I used to have the headband with it, man. You couldn't tell me nothing, man. Listen, man, 25 a game. 25. I'm going to get 25 either the first or second half, and then my boy D Smith Dipset, he getting 25 either the first. We going to split that. And then, like, yeah, man, but no, we didn't win nothing.
Did you play college ball?
Yep. I played League of Trail. I was at St. Francis for a little bit. Yeah, man. I was at Peru State, Nebraska, my freshman year, actually, man.
Dang, Nebraska.
Yeah, man. It was, man. Shout out to Nebraska, man.
Yeah. We got a homie that live out in Nebraska.
I do, yeah, man. I got a cousin out there, man. Shout out to Derek, man. He's actually doing his beast training thing out there in Nebraska, man. He's doing great things, man.
Yeah, the beast training.
He's doing good, man. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
like, so that's your brand, like you branded it to your training.
So, man.
How did you come up with it?
Beast training, the actual name?
Yeah, how did you come up with
man,
beast
the thing
training?
is, man, and it's crazy. I was just talking to my mom about this the other day. I don't even know how to tell my story because it ain't like something I ever planned. I was trying to get back on the court. I had played after college, man. I had played some semi-pro teams and things like that. I was trying to continue my career,
Right.
and I got hurt, and just one thing led after the other, and I would always like record myself training. That's what it was. I would always record myself training, and
Remember that back in the day.
there were some people that just happened to just like message me like, hey, I have my sons do this drill all the time, or my daughter does this. I like what you do. Mind you, I wasn't promoting myself. I was just, social media to me was, if you a skateboarder, what your social media gonna look like?
Just
Right.
recording yourself hooping.
If you a swimmer,
Bro,
what your
like that's
social
what
media
that's
gonna
what
look
social
like?
media to us. It wasn't about the money.
At all, right?
Like, social
it was just
media is
about you
about-
just sharing like your everyday life. So my everyday life,
Bro,
yeah, right.
It's
you know
so
what I mean?
cringe now, bro.
So you know what I mean?
It's so fake, bro.
No, but it was like people just started like to like the stuff I was doing, and I always like when I was a freshman, man, you had some of the seniors asking me if they can work out with me. Like I've always just been in the gym. I've always just wanted to better my craft, and you know, I was getting respect from them guys, and I was in arguably the best Terre Haute South team my freshman year. Arguably, man.
Who all was on your team?
No, I wasn't on that. I was on the freshman team. Listen, that class was so deep. It's always like this. If you coming into high school and you a freshman, you hope to at least make the JV team. Yeah. We were so happy just to make the freshman team because that class was so deep.
Yeah.
The JV team had like 11 juniors on it.
Oh shit.
Like you just, as long as you was on that freshman team, you knew you was probably gonna be on varsity next year because most of these guys on varsity is graduating, man. But that class was loaded, man. That was that Armand Bassett, man.
Oh, I
Travis
see.
Davis,
Yeah.
J.T. Hatfield, Anthony McNeil, Terrence Littlefield, Colt Vickers, Tyler Ritchie. Man, it was who am I missing on that team? It was so many people, man. It was. Them dudes could hoop.
Man, that's when the North-South games.
Those were the crazy.
They was built like grown men though.
He said classics were so fun back
So,
then,
bro, those were
It was
different.
insane.
when you was actually seeing
Everybody used
people,
to get smacked by South.
Everybody,
Everybody,
bro.
Everybody, man. But like you know, just so I've always naturally just been in the gym. As I got older, my IQ of the game got better. And then I just started training. And the only reason I started charging was because gym started charging me because more and more kids. It started off with, okay, I'll train you and you. Y'all can work out with me.
Right.
Then I was like, man, I can't keep working out myself
Right.
and working out them because I'm still at this time. I'm still trying to get back into basketball, DJ,
Right.
as a player. But then I couldn't train them and myself how I needed to be in shape. So then I started breaking down the hours. I was like, okay, I'll train myself after them. But then that started to become too much.
Yeah.
So by a certain time in my life, man, I just had to make a decision. Like, you want to be a basketball trainer or a basketball player? This basketball player stuff don't look, but over here, you know what I mean? So you just had to make that decision, man. But at the same time, I was able to look myself in the mirror and be proud of myself, happy with everything, and happy of the new opportunity of being able to see where this goes. At that time in my life, I was like, man, let's see where this goes. So now I'm starting to kick on to business DJ. You know, you started a business that really was a lifestyle of yours. And excuse me. And now let's see like where we can take this. So now we're asking these questions to ourselves, like, okay, what does this look like? I don't even have a name at this time. I just remember a guy coming in. He was I can't remember his name, but he was a college student, and he was doing some intern work, and he needed to. He was in that field where he needed to his test. He needed to record something or something like that, and he walked in on our training session at the Bouncy Barn and was just like, and you got these little kids in here working, man, like some beasts. And you know, I don't know, for whatever reason, that beast word just clicked with me. It just clicked with me, and you know, I just went with beast training because I feel like that's what represents me. That was the type of player I was, man. I was always on kill mode.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't.
I feel like I remember. I
Like,
remember
I was
watching you.
always on kill
Facts.
mode. You give me an opportunity, I'm going to try and kill you on that court every single time.
You got up and down the court real fast.
Oh man, like that's bro, like
I remember it's vivid.
yeah, like,
yeah,
that's
bro.
all I did was run, and I'm gonna press you. I'm just not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop.
That's probably where we seen him too.
Oh, more than likely, a lot.
Yeah.
At the Pizza Hut Classics and stuff. Those were,
Sure.
Man.
I don't know if you see me play too much in high school, man. You know, Terre Haute didn't. You know.
Oh, I went to every Pizza Hut Classic.
You know how it goes.
I was at
man.
those games, like no joke. Bro.
I'll tell you like this though, man. Because that's another reason why I like being in the position I'm in now, man. Like I see politics ruining a lot of these kids, but they don't understand that part of my journey is going through the politics, man, and taking them hits. I tell people this story all the time, man. I didn't play senior night. I set the whole bench.
That's fucked
The
up.
whole bench my senior night.
That's fucked
and you ask anybody, man, from 2005 to 2008 who went to high school at South, they'll tell you at them games. I grew up in an era where the games were still packed. You didn't have to have a kid on the team.
Yeah,
like
bro.
the games,
Them
like
games were
the
packed.
student section was still the student section. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole game, like this is when the band used to have to go up top because there wasn't no room.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't just during the class. This is a regular
it
game
used
on
to
a
be the thing
Tuesday.
to do. It used to be the thing to do.
When
bro.
I tell you, man, like the student section, man, used to scream my name, chant all the time, man. But that's because the town knew what I was about because I always kept myself in the gym. I was always playing at the high center. And then when I got bored with that, man, as a shorty, I'm 13, 14 years old. I don't live too far from ISU campus, the rec center. Yep. I'm sneaking in there every day in the summertime, playing with them grown men. And I'm not saying I'm just in there killing, but I'm in that era where you got to get picked up. You just can't call next. Yeah. Right. So I'm good enough for them to actually pick up me. And I remember they used to talk back. At that time, 50 Cent just came out and I wore a headband. They used to call me Lil Curtis or Lil 25 Cent. But nah, man, like, and when this drop, I'm going to tag some of them so they can tell you this story, man. Like, I used to be in there at 13, 14 years old going against 21, 22, because that's me. Like, I always looked for different type of smoke. I always felt like if I'm at the high center too many days and I'm killing too much, I feel like, all right, I mastered this. You know what it is. I know what it is. Yeah. I need something else. So I'm going up on campus now. These boys from Evansville, these boys from Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, Chicago, all over the world. You know, when you go to college, you're coming from everywhere. So now I'm dealing with people and and you can't just call foul. So, like, and they finding out like, man, you a sophomore, you a freshman, like, and so they coming to the games too, and they why you on the why you not you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. It molded me and it made me who I was, and I got to college and did great things. So it's all good.
That's like you were saying. That's like the politics of Terre Haute. You know what I mean?
I mean, but that's life though,
Yeah,
and that's
you're
what I
right.
would be trying to tell kids, man. Like, quit all that transferring and running.
Yeah.
Who cares that you don't like it? Who cares that you don't like the coach, man? Be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you really think that you're gonna go get a scholarship for being comfortable? Well, you go through something. Prove people wrong. Quit just running so quickly just because you can. And that be my whole thing, man, is, a lot of these kids don't have that guidance to give them that mindset. And I try to, I had strong parents, man. Like, it wasn't like I got to experience and see a lot, but at the same time, they didn't let me veer too far off. You know what I mean? And it was strict in there. You gonna do, you gonna, all that.
My mom was not letting me miss school.
Yeah, all that,
You
man,
were
for
not-
sure.
no.
Nah, for sure, man. And I'm the youngest of 5, so I feel like I had a lot of different parents. So for sure.
For sure, bro, for sure. So, what sparked you to do the book, bro?
Man, shout out to Alfred AJ Kofi. That's my best friend, man. He part of the pack, and he actually one of the guys that's going to be co-hosting with me when we drop our podcast, Talk Your Talk, sports podcast that we're going to be coming out with soon. But he's just like me, man. He's an entrepreneur. He has a family, beautiful family. He takes care of. We've been friends since we was 12, 13 years old. If you need a website for your business, call him. If you need to figure out how to invest in your money or what to invest in your money, call him. If you need preacher hands laid on you, call him. Like, my man,
We're gonna put his link in there.
my man does a little bit of everything, man. And he actually had just created these Bible comic books for kids.
Oh, okay, that's hard.
These children's comic book Bibles. That he had just created, which is available on Amazon. And he was talking to me like, when we talk, we always talking smack. We always roasting each other, but we always talking business as well. And he had planted that seed in my head for a minute. And sometime like when people tell me things, I might not react, but I keep it there in the memory bank and maybe come back to it, because my whole thing, like I was telling you at the beginning, when I do things, I always want to do 2 things. I always want to keep my integrity, but I also want to be beneficial to business. I just don't want to do anything for business because it looks good or because this might be a good money opportunity. I still want to keep my integrity, and I just don't want to do anything, So as I was continuing to think about the book idea, I got to thinking, okay, what would a children's book look like with bees training? So the idea was really to only make 3 books. And the books were supposed to be, I knew school was about to come out. And I knew, like, I get a lot of people on social media asking me where I'm at, where I'm from. That's why I started, like, a lot of my videos, I put Terre Haute or I put Indiana, just so they'll know. But a lot of people, like, can't reach me. They can't bring their son or daughter to me. They might be too far, or they can't fly me out to wherever they're at. So I started to create a YouTube channel, Beast Training with DJ Shouse. Put videos on there for them to do.
Everything he's mentioned, all the links will be in the description.
Appreciate it. But and then these books came. I knew that the kids was about to get out of school. I was like, I want to create some workout books. Mm-hmm. So I created a character called Benny the Beast, and I wanted to create like that Fat Albert, Little Bill type of vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Them type of characters when I was a kid.
I see it. I see it.
You know what I mean? Shout out my boy Benny.
This
my
is
girl
Benny,
Britney.
right?
That's Benny right there.
Okay,
Benny
and then this
B.
is Britney.
So I'm gonna get into both them stories here in a second, right? So the 3 books was originally just Benny the Beast, and the first book was supposed to be workout drills for kindergarten through 2nd grade. Benny the Beast level 2 was supposed to be for 3rd grade through 5th grade, and then Benny 3 was supposed to be for middle school, right? So it was just so if you on Amazon and you find Benny the Beast level 1, 2, or 3, those are books that I wanted to help keep the shorties outside. Like, mom, I'm bored. We reading the book. Okay, hey, I can read this book and I can go out and work on this drill at the same time. So it kind of like helps keep the shorties interacted. It gives them some drills. It gives the parents some type of knowledge on what to work on. So because again, everybody, not everybody, can't do basketball training. But everybody can take their son or daughter to the park. And for the most part, some parents actually do. So if you're out there and you looking for things to work on with your kid and you're not really sure, those are two resources, man. The Benny the Beast books and Beast Training with DJ Shouse. But then part of what Beast Training is we want to be better at basketball, but we also want to be better at life. So the fourth book was more so about what is an athlete. An athlete isn't just a kid that, okay, yeah, you can shoot good, you can dribble good, but what are your grades like? What do you eat habits like? Do you respect your coach? Do you respect your teachers? Do you respect your parents? All these adults in your life. Do you work outside of practice? Do you have discipline? So the fourth book, which is Benny the Beast, The Life of a Basketball Player, and I use basketball just because I'm just a basketball player, but it's really about athletes in general, the importance of peer pressure. I grew up with a lot of different friends that went a lot of different ways, but we all respected each other at the same time, and we all get along, and nobody ever peer pressured DJ. Everybody knew DJ was going to have a basketball with him. Everybody knew that's what he do, that's what he's on. Like anybody who ever hung out with me or seen me knows that, so I never worried about fitting in with nobody. I never worried about. To me, I was always that guy. So you see my jump shot, you see what it is. That's where my mindset was at. So a lot of athletes, especially these kids that we talking about, they mess themselves up trying to fit in too much, not understanding that, bro. He's not thinking about football. You are. You have a chance to be on a football college team one day. He doesn't. Why are you even worried about what he's saying, thinking, or doing, or trying to fit in with him? Why? Because he got more girls? Yeah. Like, I tell kids all the time, like, you worrying about how pretty you look. When you come to the game, you going to be on the bench. I'm going to be playing. You and your girl gonna be talking about me the whole night.
That's a fact.
Dang, you see all the points DJ had? Man, baby, you was passing him the ball every time.
On everything.
Like, bro, work on your game, man. Like, worry about what's important. Worry about, grades, respect. Worry about getting some good sleep so you can get up in the morning and have some energy to work out. Worry about changing your life, your family's life, right? Worry about those things. Like, everything else comes later. But, as a 12, 13-year-old with access to social media, it's hard to get them to see that. So that's what that book's about. And then I'm always, always, always advocating girls basketball. I don't know why. It's just now becoming this thing. I've been watching girls basketball since Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, that USA team, Don Staley, Candace Parker, Maya Moore, like even the girls today. Like, I've always been a fan of women's basketball. I've always loved their sport. I've always loved their fundamentals of the game, the execution, the one-on-ones, skill players, like all those things. And that's why I created this thing called Triple G, which stands for Girls Got Game, just to bring more attention and light on girls. So the fifth book was to represent the women's side of things. And I actually got some girls that I train who all played high level. They've all played in college. Some of them are playing in college right now, like my girl Zoe Stewart, my girl Grace Nelson. They both probably, y'all gonna hear about them in a couple years in the draft. Like, they really like that, like for real. And just to name some of them, Demi, I know she was in there. She was one of the girls I asked. And then my girl Monty Brown, who to me is, since I've been back, if we talking about like all the shorties, she one of the best ones.
She played with my sister when my sister played.
Who's your sister?
Kiara Ellerby. She's
Okay.
older, yeah. But I remember that they were on the same. I don't know if it was even a travel team or what, but they played together.
Yeah, man. People don't understand that girl almost broke the all-time South record in just 3 years because she couldn't play for 4 years. She almost broke it in 3. She was like 12 points away from like breaking the record in just 3 years. You know, so like the people don't understand that girl's a bucket for real. Yeah. But you know, I asked them some questions about like different challenges and how they viewed the game growing up. And Britney the Beast is another character I created in the books called Girls Got Game, and she's a 10-year-old girl dealing with challenges, confidence, boys not respecting her because she's a girl, but she getting out on that court getting busy with them. You know what I mean? So that's where the 5th book came from, man, and that's essentially where the book idea came from, man, was just me and my guy having a conversation, and then I looked at it and I was like, okay, I can put all these drills that I'm doing in this book and I can link it to my YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. But, okay, that's cool for business. But then what about the other things? Because basketball going to stop one day. Are you teaching them about life? Are you teaching them about, you know, from a girl's perspective? So that's where the integrity come in. So these other 2 books, man, that's where they came in, man. So that's where the Benny and the Britney books came from.
That's so hard too. It's hard, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. I this is one of the things. This is what a lot of people don't know about me, man. Is I'm so numb and I'm just doing, you know, things that come to my mind. This is actually probably like one of the first things I actually looked at, man, and reflected and almost cried, man, looking at these books, man, because I'm not a person that I don't really take the time to reflect on a lot of the things that I've done. And, you know, I get a lot of these compliments. I get messages from people telling me, you know, I appreciate all that. It's just be like, I don't know how, it's almost like saying thank you ain't good enough. Because it's like, man, you feel that way about me? Like, thank you. Like, I've had people, like, give me hugs crying, and I just don't know how to take it. And I appreciate it all. It's just, I just thought I was just, you know, I'm still looking at myself as just a basketball player, man, just doing, you know, shedding out my knowledge.
I don't think you love, man. That's what it's all about. You're doing what you love, and if you're happy doing it, it ain't even like, you know, it's not any kind of work where you got to even say, oh, you're welcome, because it's just like it's something that you enjoy passionately doing. You know?
Like I said before, bro, you're an inspiration to the kids, and that rubs off onto them, you know.
Yeah, man, appreciate that, man. Thank you. I definitely want to be, man, and you know, the thing about what you just said was I was fighting that for a while. But in recent years, I would say I do realize that now. And it's honestly, I kind of like the pressure because it helps me move more with more sense. It gives me something to move with more sense about, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like, because I don't want to be one of them people, you know, blind lead the blind. Mm-hmm. You know, just because you're an inspiration don't mean you're a good inspiration on somebody. And I don't want to be, you know, that person that, you know, make these kids think or make the younger generation think that certain things is cool, certain things is going to be okay, or you can be a certain way.
Nah, you remind me of that coach, like
Coach Carter.
Nah, I mean, well, yeah, kind of, but I'm just saying, like the coach back in the day that, like, you know, you would get dropped off and everything would be like, you know, your parents, they're good. They know that you're in good hands and you're gonna get the work done. Like, you're not just gonna go play around and fool around. Like, and I think that like parents they trust when they put their kids in your hands.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And you know, my thing is, I don't want to lose that trust. Everybody knows. Like I just told her, I was just out in Paris last week, and I was just telling a group of girls, like, it was my first time meeting them. And I was telling them everything you heard about me is true. You're going to work really hard in this But at the same time, we're going to test your mental. Like a lot of these kids don't understand how strong they really are, but they've never been pushed to that type of level. You got to really get them to understand that, hey, if you really focused, you're not even going to notice that your arm hurt until your adrenaline slow down. Like you're going to be working so hard, you're not like, and I started getting better at this, but for a while, because like most of my training sessions last an hour, and I be forgetting to give them water. Like I be forgetting to give them water, like, but because we go from one thing to the next, but they got to understand that I'm training them how I trained myself as well at the same time. Like, and I'm not saying to that. I'm not saying like to that style, because that's the thing about training is if all your kids look the same, you don't know how to train. Like they should be able to have, like, again, we're only working on reactions. It's your brain that has to know how to use these things. But we no, what was I saying?
I don't know, but I do know when I used to go and film you, you treat everybody the same, which is dope. Like the younger kids to the older kids, it's all the same. Like they know that, like, and they enjoy it. They enjoy being there, and they know that they're gonna get the work. Like they know they know
No,
they're
you got me
getting.
back on track. That's what I was saying. I was saying it wasn't even about me not giving him no water to say, oh, his workouts are so hard. It was more so to prove to them how strong they are. Like, hey, you notice you ain't getting no water today. Did you die? You feel good, don't you? You can do it. It's just like that dude who ran the mile for the first time under 4 minutes. The world didn't believe it was true until they say we seen somebody do it. And that's the thing with it's all about building the kid's confidence. That's all it is, man. You ain't gotta talk down on the kid. You ain't gotta tell them certain things. It's all about just building their confidence. And then from there, man, what people gotta understand, bro, is we don't all have the same deck of cards. You gotta play the hand you was dealt. So it's nothing that you can do. And I tell these kids all the time, like one of the things that frustrate me about training is a kid to keep looking at their parents. Kid to keep looking up to every time they make a mistake. And I get on that in a second, because between the player, the kids, the players, the parents, and the coaches, all three of them is messed up.
Oh yeah.
But I get on that in a minute. But kids don't understand that, man. You looking at your mom or dad, you psyching yourself out. Like they can't come out here and put this jersey on for you. It don't matter what you say or do. They can't put the ball in the rim for you. They can't guard nobody for you. They can't run this play for you. You have to be out here on your own 10. It's just you. It's just you, man. And you got to figure out, can you do that? Because if you can't, the coach going to find somebody who can. And that's just the reality. And that's what I be telling them. And, to some, and I tell kids all the time, this is not recess. This ain't no after-school program. You here on a mission. You here on a mission. Everything that I preach to them, I preach to myself. And that's how I know, like, I always had this vision of doing these type of things for my community. Since I was a shorty, I've always had these type of visions of opening my own gym and doing basketball-related things. In my mind, I was going to go to the NBA and I was going to give back, right? My mama, I remember when I was in my early 20s, I was going through something, and I remember her coming in the room telling me, you might not be doing what you want to do, but God's got bigger plans for you. And when you reflect on life, man, I understand what she means now, because I never seen this coming. This is an impact that I didn't even visualize, and it's continuing to grow. And it's scary at times, but I'm prepared for it. This is what I wanted. This is what I prayed for. I tell kids all the time, man. You have to be different you can't be the same person you are in the real world. The sports world and the real world is two different things. You can be a good, respectable kid in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get beat up being that in the sports world. You're going to get your spot took. You got to be a jerk. You got to be mean. You got to be selfish. You got to be greedy. You got to want it. You got to not care. You got to not care about your own feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't care about you being sick or going through something. You got teammates trying to take your spot. You got the ops trying to beat you. Like, what are we doing? Like, you want to be an athlete or not?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's what, you know, a lot of the lessons I be teaching these kids. I teach myself. I taught myself growing up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Life. It's kind of like life, you know?
So, y'all both hooped?
No, I did not hoop. He hooped. Fuck, man, shit.
What position you play?
Point guard.
Was you a bucket?
I was good.
He was
but I was
low-key raw.
little.
Yeah, he was little.
That was my problem. It was. The
You got some
summertime.
speed?
Yeah.
You can't give up both. I always tell short people that, man.
I really wish I would have kept up with it, but I ain't even gonna lie.
He could have been raw.
My thing was,
He was just
for the
little.
Partying. I
Hey, you had got influenced.
I can
Yeah,
flat out
dude.
admit it that
We all get influenced, yeah.
I felt like I was missing out when I would have to go do something. I see all my friends go do something. I'm like, nah. Eventually, yeah, that's what I realized. I knew like it was a passion when I was younger.
Yeah.
Growing up, AAU tournaments every weekend, like everything. You know, I did all of it for sure.
Littlest dude on the court, but still hooping.
That's
Hooped
what's
on
up,
everybody, bro.
But then, like, I don't know. I got older. I didn't make the 8th grade team. They told me I was too short. Literally, that was.
You went to what school again?
Wilson. That was the exact excuse to. He
That
said-
probably.
He said you're just a little.
That
too
wouldn't happen to Sarah's Cubs. You would have been on that
Right.
team.
So then I got to I went to North my freshman year, and then I'm hooping. I'm doing the open gyms, and I'm seeing like my other friends do stuff. But then I'm hooping with people that I've hooped with my whole life. You know what I mean? Calvin Blank, Nate John, Austin Lewis. All
Okay, yeah, yes, sir.
I'm hooping with them. I know for facts they're making the team.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm skeptical of myself. I didn't make an 8th grade year. so
Discouraged.
I'm just like, but then, like I said, I'm seeing what my other friends are doing. They're having, it seems like.
And I bet y'all coming back to school, you hearing them stories, and you're like, man, I missed out.
Yeah.
Dang, she was there.
Yeah, shit like
Hey.
Yeah, that's exactly what I remember him talking
Hey, man,
about.
I
him going-
vividly remember a story of me and my homies. Like, this is how sick I was in the head. I remember me and my homies, we was out partying all night. Probably, you know how it is. Like, the party shut down at 3. You go to the after party. That get done at about 4:30. Then you go to Denny's or IHOP.
Yeah, your era was a good party time too.
Hey,
I
man,
bet.
listen, man. The folk, we might be getting a check, man. If you survive, so we get in our era, man, for real. But I remember telling the homie, I had a decision. I was like, all right, I know, cause we in the parking lot. He about to drop us all back off at home, and I was like, if I go home, I'm not gonna get up at 6 in the morning to go run the stairs at the football stadium. So I told him, I said, hey, bro, drop me off at the ISU football stadium. This is at like 5:30, 6 in the morning. I told him, drop me off at the football stadium, man. I gotta go get my workout in, man, because I was always, this is one of the things I tell the kids. I was like, listen, man, I had a wonderful social life. I know I tell y'all this basketball, but no, you should enjoy your life as a shorty as well. You should experience different things. Like, I love kids that play multiple sports, all those things, right? And I tell them, man, like, you can still have a social life, but it's all about like how you prioritize your time. You know, most of y'all friends not getting up till about 12:31 anyway.
Yeah.
Most of my friends didn't get up till about 1. So I'm just thinking like, okay, if I get up at between 6 and 12, that's workout time. I ain't missing nothing.
Yeah.
That girl I like, she sleep. The homies, they sleep.
They all
We not
sleep,
hooping at
for
Rose
sure.
Park till about 2:30 anyway, so
They not
I
getting
ain't
up
missing
till
nothing.
2:30.
You know, so from about 6 to 12, I'm getting 2 or 3 workouts in before I even get that phone call like, where you at? Or, what's the word today? Like all that, you know. So I do understand like how, you know, even like yourself, and it's even going on today in today's these kids generation, influences is coming. I see so many kids as a shorty get better, and then they get to high school and other things become important. Oh, she get a boyfriend, or he get a girlfriend, things like that, right? And I'm telling them you don't have to miss out on that, but you also have to understand if this is what you want to do, this got to be our priority too. You got to put basketball on your schedule, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'll meet y'all at that party, but I got to get these 1,500 jump ropes in. So I'll be there. I ain't gonna miss nothing. Tell them hold that one song for me. I'll be there in a minute. You know what I mean? And when I get there, we're gonna turn up. But I'm gonna be a little late. You know, so
I feel that.
Oh yeah.
I feel that one. Yeah, that's.
I'd die. I would die. I couldn't imagine working out at 6 in the morning.
Bro.
anymore. My knee would explode.
Not the way that you party, yo.
Oh, I mean, back in the day.
Shit.
nah, man.
No
It
way.
used to be some fun stuff though, man. I used to love it, man. I used to really love the thing about me, man. I don't know if y'all big movie heads, but
He is.
like Paid in Full, one of my favorite.
Oh yeah,
movies,
Paid in
man.
Full's the shit, bro. Yeah.
And as a shorty, I should have not have seen that
Oh
scene
shit.
where Mitch was in the car. I love the game, B. I love the hustle. Like, boy, between that and Scarface, boy, that did something. Right? Yeah, well,
at least
when Scarface stood up when he was on the come up and he had that blimp that said "The world is yours."
Yeah.
Boy, as a kid, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yo,
I'ma figure it out.
At least you kept it on the court and not in the streets, though.
That was the thing, though, man. Like, I love, like, my favorite, like, when we was talking about music, like, my favorite artist is somebody like Young Jeezy. Like, that's my favorite rapper of all time.
That's
Childhood rapper is a little bit different. But from the time he came out in '04, when I was going into 8th or 9th grade, ever since, been a fan since. Since Camp Band, the Snowman, since all that, man. But like,
that's that trap.
I've always right, but it was like I always like what I'm doing now is like I was always that kid that cut your grass, sold lemonade on the corner, worked at my daddy car wash.
You found the hustle.
I was always hustling, trying to figure something out. I was in high school. I was really hitting them up. I was that guy. I grew up on the line wire era, so I'm that guy. I'm the one selling
CDs.
all the CDs, bro. If you got that party coming up this weekend. You need that? Give me that list.
I got the mixtape.
Hey, $3, 2 for $5. I used to listen when Jeezy came out, bro. Teachers were asking me if I had a copy. Like that's when I knew something was up, bro. And I'm sorry, young. I had to bootleg your stuff, but hey, man, I buy all of it now, man. I'm a day one fan for sure.
Oh yeah,
For
When
sure.
I was at Wilson, Xavier Potter used to sell one of the teacher's CDs. At least once a week, you buy CDs off of it.
Yeah, man. Friday night lights at that football game. I used to walk around that little spaghetti strap book bag. Everybody knew I had all the mixtapes in there. Hey, listen, man. I was the first one with the DJ Khaled mixtape. DJ Khaled's first album, I had it.
Before he even sent it out, right?
Man, like this was out, but Terre Haute, it didn't have this yet.
Terre Haute was late.
I'm telling you, bro. Like I was the first one with a DJ Khaled, and he had everybody on that joint too, man.
That was a
good time.
man,
though.
that was good
Them
time.
era, that
But
was
yeah,
a
man.
good era, bro.
I try to like share like some of my stories on the kids. Like, bro, you can really have a fun social life and still work hard at what you believe, bro. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be worried about missing out on something that you really don't have to miss out on. You just don't know how to pick and choose your time.
Facts.
And then you're not gonna be 13 forever. Now you're 16. Now you're 23, and you can't go back and work on that. So
Fucking
my
now
whole
you're
thing
30.
was, man, like
Shit.
Now you're 30. Look,
Yo,
tell you, I
man,
was
dude.
thinking about hooping the other day.
Man.
I felt look.
You ain't hooping anytime soon.
No, here's what happened.
I just got back into it.
Here's what happened.
Yeah, but you been at it. This
I
man
haven't
been
shot
out
the-
these games.
I haven't
bro.
shot a ball in I don't know how long. But look, I dropped Violet off Tuesday. We had to drive to Indy to get her wisdom teeth pulled.
Oh,
Dropped her off. I had Irish with me, so we went. There's a park right around the corner.
yeah.
They had a good little court. I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, that looks nice.
Got
I
a
wish I
little
had
ball.
Why don't I got a ball in the car? You know what I mean? Why not?
That's how you know you've been
Let's
out
hit
the game.
Walmart. I bought a new basketball. You know what I mean?
right.
You know what I mean? Just
You had a
good little
moment.
Spalding moment. You know, $30 balls.
You had a
Like, you know what?
moment.
I'm gonna go back and
Hey.
put some shots up, man. It's been, you know,
How many
it's been a
shots you
while.
put up?
I didn't look on the way. As soon as
Didn't
I
put
bought
one
the
up.
ball, pulled out. The lady told me it was gonna be 12 o'clock. I'm pulling out of Walmart. It's about 10:30. Violet texts me. Was like,
I'm done.
I'm like, damn, I just bought Iris a couple toys. I bought me a basketball. Like I was about to go to this park.
I
and
just
hoop.
now start getting back into it, man, just because it's hard for me to like play basketball consistently because my knees are swell up, man. Like people don't understand. Like I literally been playing since I was 3, and I took it serious starting in like 6th grade. I'm talking about pitting in from the time I was like 11, 12 years old to the time I was 27. Every single day I had a ball in my hand, bro. And I mean every day. I did something, whether it was practice with the team or my own work, or maybe even both on the same day.
That was your only
Game.
sport, basketball.
I played, I tried to play football. Like, my whole thing, man, with football though, bro, is I always wanted to be a receiver. Like, man, we had listen, this is how my football experience went. I only really wanted to play because my friends was playing.
Yeah.
And I had good athletic ability. So I could play, right? So but I want to be a receiver. Let me ask you something. In football, who do you hit?
The receiver.
Anybody on offense get
No, who you trying to hit in football?
quarterback, yeah.
The person with what?
The ball.
Yeah.
And who always got the ball first? The quarterback, right?
Uh-huh.
Listen, our line was so bad in middle school. And I mean, like,
Well, yeah, it's middle school.
you
bro.
don't understand, bro. Like, Wilson had grown men. Shout out my boy Deron Lewis. Like, bro, Wilson
Yeah,
had
Deron.
grown men.
Yeah.
Back, bro.
Honey Creek had these dudes was huge. Like
Yeah.
everybody's line but Sarah Scott was big, bro. When I tell you, like my jersey, my jersey was ripped and dirty after every game. I couldn't even and y'all don't understand, bro. I couldn't get mad at the line because they on the ground too. They getting back to me so fast, we can't even do run plays barely. I'm arguing with the coach, like, I don't want to pass no more.
Yeah, you don't get
I'm calling different. I'm calling different plays in the huddle.
Oh, yeah.
Like all that, bro. Like I'm like, bro. When I tell you, like everybody in the huddle knew. Listen, if it's a pass play, forget the route. You got 2 steps. You better be as far as you can because I'm throwing it. I'm tired of getting hit. I'm tired of it. Hey, listen, one thing they knew, I could throw that ball far. It just went to nobody. I was getting rid of that thing, man. Like, but no, I played football, I did track, I did baseball. I started doing baseball when I got tired of getting hit with that ball. I was like, I'm cool off of this. And then, like I said, I was just naturally good at golf, man. I bowled. My pops taught me how to golf though, and he at an early age, I didn't realize what he was trying to tell me, but at an early age, man, you good at a sport like that naturally. Let's try to pursue this. But the youth golf lead and the youth basketball lead at the time overlapped each other, so I would miss a lot of golf. My parents were just like, man, what you want to do? And obviously, I wanted to keep hooping or whatever, man. So probably at about 13, 14, I stopped golfing like completely.
And just focus on basketball only.
Well, I still did like stuff like track.
Right, track obvious. I mean, I feel like every athlete kind of did track kind of.
I'm glad you just said that, man.
did track.
Every athlete growing up,
If you've earned, yeah.
It was
do
like-
track, bro. Do
or cross country.
Quit worrying about.
Yeah.
Very beneficial.
Yeah.
AAU is not the basketball season. AAU is part of your off season. You should be running track If you are a football or basketball player, I understand if you're a baseball player because that season kind of overlaps.
Right. Yeah.
each
That's
other.
yeah.
But
That's
if
true.
you are a football or a basketball player at a young age, you should be running track. It will help improve your game.
Your
I know
stamina.
you guys are getting a
all
lot
that.
of bad information from a lot of parents and coaches and trainers who weren't athletes themselves, so they don't understand these things. Track will help you.
That's a fact.
Do track. You don't have to be the fastest person. Look at track. If you're a basketball player, look at track as I'm getting better at basketball. So and that's what I like about when kids do other sports. Like do football if you love. That was my
Now,
whole
when you-
thing. I didn't care about not being the best at those other sports. I only was passionate about basketball, but I was like, football can get me a little tougher.
Yeah,
Track
for
can
sure.
get me a little faster.
Depending on how hard you go with football, though, you don't want to get hurt.
I was getting hit every play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played 1 year. I did not. I like it.
I really want to, man. Now that I'm getting back, I really want to get all these little so-called trainers and coaches all in the gym at once. Since everybody know everything, let's all throw an open gym, and I want you to invite the kids that you're working with so they can see you get your head busted by me. I want to see if what you teaching work. I don't believe it.
We'll host.
I bet you I'll lock it up.
We'll host it.
We'll host.
We'll
it.
host
I
and
bet
do
if you do
commentary.
it and I'm guarding it, I bet you I'll lock it up and then let me get the ball. Huh?
We can do it.
Let's do
We
it.
can get together.
Set it up.
We'll comment.
All the Unspoken sponsor and set it up.
About it. I love watching that. That's a good competition right there.
For sure.
Everybody
for sure.
goes
I love to compete, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the only thing I probably miss about basketball, bro. I just love, I love scoring and then just getting in somebody's face and just guarding them, bro. I used to, no, that's the thing, bro. I wouldn't even talk trash to you. Like, if your mama at the game, let your mom be at the game. This your son? He don't need no supper tonight. He ain't guarding me. Like, don't let your brother, your sister look like I'm talking to the crowd about you.
Oh yeah.
And they gonna hear me.
Absolutely.
They gonna hear me for sure. If I'm even on there, man.
Oh man, you got anything else you want to say? Anything you want to any events coming up? Anything you want to shout out?
Man, I wanna continue to welcome people 5th grade through high school to the 3-on-3 basketball leagues that we're having on Friday nights at the KC gym.
Oh, you've been doing it all summer.
Yep. So the idea is, man, we just wanted to give
Oh,
the kids something to do for the summer.
That's
so
hard.
we're not doing nothing next Friday because that's the holiday, but we will be doing it the next 3 Fridays up until August 1st. More of you high school kids, man, come on, man. It's a free basketball league, man, and
That's a fact. That's hard.
that's the difference between my era and y'all era is you can't tell us basketball players there's a free league going on and we not doing it on a Friday night.
Absolutely.
That's a fact. We'll put a link.
I got that, and we got season 2 of the Winter League. It's going to be starting. We haven't advertised it yet, but more information will be coming soon. The Beach Training Youth Rec League. It's going to be starting back up again in October. You can also visit beachtraining.info. You can check me out on Instagram, Shouse13. You can check me out on Facebook at DJ Shouse.
All the links in the description.
This is where we you can check me out on YouTube as Beast Training with DJ Shouse. You can get on Amazon and purchase you Benny the Beast, Britney the Beast, Girls Got Game. All this information is on all these platforms. But yeah, man, definitely want to just keep glowing, keep growing, and keep going. And that's what I tell myself. That's what I tell entrepreneurs like yourself. And that's what I tell anybody, man, who's passionate about what they're doing and they just trying to keep growing, man. Don't worry about the losses, bro. The losses make you. It's okay. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to lose. As long as you're trying and you learning, it becomes a lesson. And then what you do is, bro, you just get up and you figure out what you did wrong, and then you get to that next step. And when you get to that next step, guess what? You might lose again. It's okay. Keep trying. You got further and further and further, man. So to y'all, man, to the world, to anybody out there, man, with dreams, goals, ambition, man, keep growing, keep glowing, keep going.
Absolutely.
You got anything you want to ask? Anything you want to say?
We forgot to do this. Welcome back to another episode of the Highly
Oh my
Unspoken
God.
Podcast.
right.
The podcast where we sit down and talk about anything, everything.
And all things.
I'm
Holy
your host, Dylan
shit.
Gordon, a.k.a. Deal With Me on all major platforms, sitting here with our other host, B. Low.
Yo,
And our special guest, DJ Shouse.
appreciate you, dog.
Man.
That was at the. We're gonna put that at the beginning too. If you saw it again,
Clip that.
yeah. If you saw it again, we appreciate you. It was a great podcast, bro. I appreciate you coming on, bro. It was a great podcast.
Absolutely.
Like, subscribe,
Yes, sir,
and
man.
share.
Tell all your friends. If
Yes.
you can't find us, just go to Google, type in Highly Unspoken. We're the only ones that pop
All the
up.
books that he talked about, from the church books to the Benny books, all his links are in the description. Go check them out. Go follow him, and go get you some books.
Till next time. Oh, go ahead. My
No, I was just saying. Go ahead. Till next time. Peace.
man.